Join me as I dive into some common protein myths and challenge myself to debunk what you might still believe is true. Protein is a crucial part of our diet, especially for those of us who are into fitness or just trying to live a healthier lifestyle. But with all the information out there, it's easy to get confused about what's actually true and what's just a myth. I've seen so many people, including friends and family, fall for these myths and end up with dietary imbalances or ineffective fitness strategies. For instance, have you ever worried that taking too much protein would ruin your kidneys or lead to weight gain? These concerns are common, but are they actually backed by science? The issues caused by believing these myths can be significant. You might end up over-consuming protein, which not only puts a strain on your kidneys but also leads to an imbalanced diet. On the flip side, not getting enough protein can hinder your fitness goals, whether you're trying to build muscle or recover from a workout. I've heard stories of people who started taking protein supplements thinking they'd get bigger muscles, only to find out they weren't getting the results they expected. It turns out, they were actually overdoing it on the protein and neglecting other essential nutrients. This imbalance can lead to fatigue, poor performance, and even injuries. One of the biggest myths out there is that you need to consume a ton of protein to build muscle. The truth is, your body can only use so much protein at a time to build muscle mass. Consuming more than that doesn't necessarily lead to more muscle growth. In fact, research shows that the optimal amount of protein for muscle growth is about 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. Anything more than that is just, well, excess. Another myth is that all protein powders are created equal. Not quite. Some protein powders are highly processed and contain added sugars, artificial flavors, and other unwanted ingredients. Some protein powders are made from high-quality sources like whey, casein, or plant-based options like pea and rice protein, which are not only effective but also good for you. Then there's the myth that you can only get enough protein from animal sources. This simply isn't true. There are plenty of plant-based protein sources like legumes, beans, lentils, and tofu that can provide all the essential amino acids your body needs. For example, combining different plant-based proteins like eating beans with rice can give you a complete protein profile. One of the most surprising myths I've come across is the idea that protein can be bad for your bones. Some people believe that a high-protein diet can leach calcium from your bones, leading to osteoporosis. But studies have shown that this isn't the case. In fact, a higher protein intake can actually help with bone health by increasing calcium absorption and bone density. I recall an interview with a nutrition expert who emphasized that protein is essential for maintaining strong bones, especially as we age. To recap, we've tackled some common protein myths, from the idea that you need a ton of protein to build muscle, to the misconceptions about